In this video, I'm going to show you how you can find a list of LinkedIn profiles from and starting from having someone's work email. So you might use this use case if you've got an old database of a bunch of people's email addresses and you want to start doing a LinkedIn campaign, for example. So the way that you would do this is, let's just say you've got this list of work emails here, which we had. This was for a list for a client. Of more of an obscure niche actually in the sort of like driving industry or like truckers, lorries, things like that. And we wanted to do a LinkedIn campaign, but we obviously don't have their profiles, right? So if you're in a similar situation, this is what you could do. And again, all this is all within Clay. So we're starting off with the work email. And actually one more very cool use case here is if you have this in your CRM, you'd be able to auto enrich this and then push this to your CRM within Clay as well. So you can always keep your CRM up to date. And again, it just allows you to run multi-channel. If you're already doing emails, you can then start doing LinkedIn as well because you now have their LinkedIn profiles. So the way that you would do this is a very simple waterfall within Clay that's actually already pre-built. But the way that this would work is you go to add enrichment over here, and then you can go type in LinkedIn. And then it goes LinkedIn profile, right? So the way that it would work is it would first try MixRank as a data provider to find their LinkedIn profile. Then it would try People Data Labs. Then it would try Clearbit. Then it would try Snov.io. I have found that Snov.io is not the most accurate here from what I can see. So you may want to potentially remove that. All you need here is their work email address. You want to just map the column and you want to put it as their work email. Cool. And then you want to hit save and run. Now it is a little bit expensive in terms of credits to do this. Clearbit is a little bit expensive and it will charge you even if it doesn't yield a result. So you will be charged 8 credits for this. But sometimes it will obviously find that's only because it's the third step. So it's not going to charge you if it finds the person's LinkedIn or through MixRank or People Data Labs. Now, what you want to do is obviously save and run and everything. I'm just going to show you what this would actually look like. And I'm going to show you an extra step to make sure that it's okay, that you can actually start sending to it. Let's see, it's not empty. Cool. So here we have a list of LinkedIn profiles. All right, so you can see here. Now, what we're doing is the data wasn't always 100% accurate. So the way that we would check this, there's a couple of ways that you can do this, but this was the way that we did it, was we've obviously got their name here, right? So because we've got their name, right, and some people don't, like Chris NA, we don't have his full name. So what we did is most LinkedIn profiles, 9 times out of 10, will have first name and last name as the sort of in the URL, right? So what we're doing is we're using GPT. I think we use GPT-4. You could probably use GPT-3, 3.5, or 4 Mini actually. By the way, 4 Mini is, I'm not sure how many times cheaper, but it's significantly cheaper than 4.0, which is great because it brings the cost down massively for doing a lot of research tasks. So very simple, using the person's name, check the person's LinkedIn profile, and only output yes if the person's first and last names in the LinkedIn profile. And then basically only output if both first name and surname are present in the LinkedIn profile. And we have obviously the first name and surname column here. So we ran that and we ran a couple of tests, and then you want to give it a couple of examples as well. I found that giving it examples always helps massively. So so these are the examples, and I would just go through manually and go, this is correct, this is not correct, this is correct, this is not correct. That will actually help out massively when you do this. And then I would just run this, and then ultimately you're going to get, for example, this one is Malcolm Freeman, but it says Chris Malcolm. I'm not sure how they managed to get this. So this is obviously no. So this would be output as no. So therefore we're not going to send outreach to them in this LinkedIn campaign, for example. Whereas this, John Newell, right? And you can double check and you can click on the profile and you can see that it's, like whether their job title matches up or they're actually in the same industry. Obviously, you're not going to, you want to maybe just check this for the first 10 to 20 just to see what the kind of like accuracy level is, and make sure that that's all good before you actually run it. But then, yeah, so this is how you take a bunch of work emails that you might have sitting in your CRM, sitting in your database or whatever, and then find their LinkedIn profiles automatically at massive scale. I mean, we've got 10,000 leads here. at massive scale that you can then start running LinkedIn campaigns to using, whether that's like Growth Machine or Hey Reach or whatever you choose to do. But again, this is just another touch point, and it depends on your market. And 9 times out of 10, we normally pull lists initially with LinkedIn profiles already in there. But this is if you have a case of like data that's old, or just data that maybe doesn't necessarily have like a lot of LinkedIn profiles, but you can still reach out to them on LinkedIn as another touch point, or as another channel to actually contact them. So this is how you do it, and then this is how you check, and then this is how you do it automatically, essentially. So you don't have to waste a bunch of hours trying to find their LinkedIn profiles and everything. Another way that you could do this is you could take their first name and last name and then put plus LinkedIn in a Google search, and then you could run that within Clay, essentially, and then find their profile. Again, not the most accurate, so I prefer to do this method and then just double check that their name is correct. So that is how you do it. So I hope you found this useful. Feel free to schedule in a call if you are looking for help with automating your outbound, or you need some help with building Clay tables and things like that. Feel free to schedule in a call. And we've also got, you can sign up to Clay and get 3,000 credits free with the link in the description. Book in a call, link in the description, and also have a cold email acquisition guide as well. Link in the description, which you can purchase there as well. And I'll be doing a lot more Clay workflows and Clay tables moving forward. My goal and my aim is to basically put out a video a day that gives you like a new tip, a new workflow, a new idea, just another way of thinking about or how you can leverage Clay with your outbound to either automate, personalize, increase your relevance, or just new ideas and new tools or new tips on basically how you can get the most out of Clay, whether it could be CRM enrichment and so on and so forth, how you can use the API key, how you can do all this stuff to help you get results, save you time with actually building all these lists and data and everything. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're running outbound, data is probably the most important thing that you have, but it also takes the most amount of time. So my goal here is to try and reduce that amount of time so you can spend more time talking to your prospects and actually having the conversations, closing deals and things like that. So I hope this was useful. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.